Alright guys, today we're gonna be reacting to Germany's energy revolution. We're just going a little bit in the scope of Germany's energy renewal approach. It seems that they are the leading country when it comes down to renewable energy. For those folks that don't know, I used to sell solar panels. Very well aware how the the system work. However, a lot of these panels that I used to install, they still need to rely on the grid for connections, right? So it's basically just getting some energy. If you're producing more energy that you need to, you send it back to the grid, and supposedly they give you credit for that. You're making money on the side. And it seems that Germany had the same system, but I would like to hear you guys' opinion regarding that system of giving you back a little bit more money because you're overproducing. Let's see what's going on here. Make sure you like to subscribe. Also for donation, super chat, or links in the description. Also be part of the Discord, linked in the description down below. Let's jump in and see what's going on.
Huge amounts of electricity, and that's a major cost factor. Electricity prices in Germany have recently risen by up to 13%. That's largely due to the growing costs involved in promoting renewable energy, and the consumer pays the bill. Don Schmitz has just taken over his father's firm. His annual electricity bill amounts to around 1 million euros.
The textiles industry is especially hard hit. We export around 60% of our products, not only to the rest of Europe, but also further afield, to places where our competitors laugh themselves silly about what we pay for power.
Saving energy is crucial.
Let's just see when this was done. That was 11 years ago. Different perspective, different situation. Now, remember, we have a war, so that's seems like things have changed because of it.
To keeping costs down. The company has been doing it for years, and Don Schmitz rewards his staff for suggestions that help to consume less power. His company has invested in a modern heat recovery system, and there's the snag. Companies with extremely high energy consumption levels are exempt from the renewable energy levy. Schmitz, however, still has to pay.
We invested over 2 million euros and we're not exempt from the levies. It makes me feel I'm being penalized. Other companies waste as much as possible to ensure they're exempt from the levy. We've got no chance because we invested money to save on energy consumption. It's not fair.
There's a solar energy park practically on Schmitz's doorstep. In the town of Emsdetten, many people generate their own power and get money from the government for doing so.
That's what I'm saying. Like you overproduce energy, send it to the grid, and the grid send you like a credit and pay you. Supposedly, I don't know how it works in Germany, but supposedly that's how it works.
Schmitz helps subsidize that via his energy bill. He also subsidizes the wind park in Emsdetten. The mayor says he understands the entrepreneurs' concerns, but still intends to expand the wind park and says there are going to be 8 more wind turbines here soon.
8 more? That brings tears to my eyes.
Soon, the whole district hopes to be self-sufficient in energy, even if that means small and medium-sized companies will feel the cost.
We know what it entails. On the one hand, we're generating energy ourselves. On the other, there are the costs involved for the individual, but also for our businesses, the major energy consumers who have to pay a lot more.
It's a dilemma that the experts are just now beginning to address. Claudia Kempfert advises German and EU politicians on energy issues.
I think what's needed is a fair distribution of costs. It shouldn't just be a burden for private households. We have to take into account what companies are doing to save energy, and some are doing a lot. These companies should be rewarded by not having to pay such high renewable energy levies.
But that's what I'm saying. The credit system should help you keep that level of your bill down. You see what I'm saying? If you're overproducing, don't you think that overproduce or overcredit would just go back to the grid and that would just lower your costs? Is that the incentive? Is that the sell point? I can guarantee you a lot of people will take it. But the problem is that when it comes down to a lot of these things, we don't know how accurate that is because it's supposed to be like that. I know it's supposed to be like that, but I know when I used to sell solar panels, I really don't know how the grid would just give them the credit back. So there's still a little bit of mystery. This is right here in the United States, right? And there's some people from the state that can help him with that regard. Let me know. But in my opinion, when I used to sell solar panels in New York, Con Ed was the grid. It's the name of the grid. And I don't know how would man, they charge you for everything, man. They charge you for so many things that you have no idea. They even charge you for the taxes and for the renewable energy, but you still have renewable energy in your house. That's the crazy thing.
That way we are still safeguarding German companies' competitive edge.
Don Schmitz is waiting. Meanwhile, the German environment minister wants to stop energy costs rising.
Yeah. What is that?
Capping the levy is a first good step. He hasn't yet specified how he sees a fair distribution of costs, but we hope he finds a fair solution.
Because the next electricity bill is on its way, and despite all his energy-saving efforts, Schmitz will probably have to pay more than he did last time.
Wow. God damn, so it's not working. Let me see what people say here. Let's just check if there's new comments. Okay, the newest one was 4 years ago. Why don't people who believe in climate change support nuclear energy, which produced no carbon footprint, CO2? Why all this expensive renewable, which only costs higher costs, and then also the environment harm it creates producing solar panels? Let me know what you guys think about that comment. We can save the family farm, make home ownership more affordable, lower tax through implemented government low interest rate, 0.1%, and instituting fair metering laws. Property owners are given the loans to acquire solar panels for all their structures, with also adding fair metering laws in which property owners receive the same rate of selling kilowatts into the grid as the corporate-owned coal plants do. Landowner can pay off those loans quickly and then start earning a profit. Google. German village produce 321% more energy than it needs. Yeah, good point. Yeah, but I like the solar. Yeah, the renewable energy, the nuclear energy is true. It's very clean. It's just that it has a very bad connotation as well. I don't know. That's something that Germany is just looking to just invest more as well. But this was, to be fair, folks, this was 11 years ago. A lot of things has changed. Solar technology has come much better. The solar panels are now much better than they used to. Also, the wind the wind panel, not the wind panel, my goodness, the windmill has gotten much better as well. So I would love to just have a follow up on this company, see if they manage to just lower their costs, because a lot of these factories, their cost is just outstanding. It's overboard. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like always, I would love to hear you guys' opinion regarding the matter. I'll see you in the next one.